All right, chats. All right. Very good evening, everyone. Hope we're all doing well today. Welcome to the stream. Welcome once again. Second day in a row we've got a stream. What is going on? Welcome, everybody. Alrighty, so today, back in Microsoft Flight Simulator, as if you were in the stream yesterday, you'll know really pretty much exactly what we're doing today. And we're basically going to be flying out of iniBuilds Dubai, which was just released this week. Looks like another corker from iniBuilds, and yeah, very much looking forward to checking it out. I haven't really looked at it too much yet, except for doing the thumbnail for the video. So very much looking forward to that. We're going to be flying in the FlyByWire A32NX, which recently released a new cockpit model for that aircraft, which is looking pretty nice, I have to say. Obviously, we've got the mini FCU as well, all linked up, and we're going to be flying over to Doha, so a fairly short haul route out of Dubai. So yeah, looking forwards to it. I've got a freeware scenery for Doha, not the MSI payware version, but yeah, I thought we'd check out a freeware. It's been a while since we've done a freeware on the stream, so yeah, looking forward to checking that out as well. And as you guys have probably seen already in the thumbnail and the title of the video, we are going to be doing a giveaway of 1 unit of Mini Cockpits Mini FCU. So as many of you guys will already know if you watched my video already, Mini FCU kindly sent me one of the units out a bit early to sort of make a video and show to you guys. But I was also a backer of the project. And so as a result, I've ended up with 2 units, and I thought it'd be quite cool to give it away to one of you lucky viewers. And obviously, you know, I was planning on doing it a little bit before Christmas, but hopefully it can be a nice little Christmas gift for someone out there. Now, I will mention that anyone is eligible to enter the giveaway, but you will need to have some form of way of communicating with me after the stream has ended. Unfortunately, there's nothing really like that on YouTube, and I don't really want you giving away your name and address and things like that in the chat. So yeah, we'll need some way to communicate after the stream ends, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, Discord. And we can take it from there. I'll get your details and get it sent out to you. To be honest, I haven't really considered where in the world I wouldn't send it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to send it anywhere in the world. I appreciate not everyone is from the same country as myself. So I'm sure we can arrange that. But what I will say is I won't be able to obviously send it out today or over the next couple of days, as obviously you've got the Christmas holiday period. And postage is mainly going to be on a shutdown anyway. So, yeah, it won't be next till sometime next week that I can actually post it. But hopefully it will get to you hopefully before the new year. So then, guys, who have we got in the chat then? Let's have a look. So we've got Aviator 04. Welcome. Good evening. Liana's here as well. George is here. George Lumpkin. Welcome, guys. Quizzy, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Mamoon, welcome to the chat. Aviate, welcome indeed. Bamaron, welcome. Welcome indeed. Coppers here again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Simon Potter, Jack Singh, Roy is here. Grey Shirt, welcome. Dave, welcome to the chat. Rakes Aviation, Froster, Kieran. Ben G, MPS Gaming, welcome, my friend. E Rodriguez, welcome to the chat. Stephen, welcome indeed. Mamoon AC, welcome. Marat, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good evening. And oh crikey, I'm struggling to keep up here. Let's see. Ewald, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome indeed. Abdul, welcome to the chat. Elad, welcome indeed. Welcome indeed. Flo, welcome as well. Bruce, welcome. Welcome everybody to the chat. And of course, none other, the commentator. Welcome indeed. Welcome indeed. Yeah, so I'll point out as well regarding the giveaway, if you enter it more than once, it doesn't give you any more entries. So you only need to enter it once and then you're in. Everybody gets one entry. Skyfall, welcome to the chat. Information Alpha, welcome indeed. Hope you're doing well. I am just stirring up a hot chocolate here, by the way, guys. If you keep wondering why I'm fondling with something off camera here. So right. Okay. AVA asks, is the Mini FCU plug and play? It is plug and play, but it only works with certain aircraft at the moment. If you're handy with Mobi flights, you can probably get it working with any aircraft, and if you have SPAD.NEX as well, if you use the beta version of that, you can probably get it working on any aircraft. I've personally not tried it on any other aircraft at the moment, but I think the next time we'll fly the PMDG on the stream, I'll try and get that set up in SPAD.NEX, because it should be relatively straightforward, really, with the PMDG. So, yeah, not plug and play with every aircraft, but certainly plug and play with the FlyByWire, the Fenix, the Headwind, and some of the toeless Airbus aircraft as well in X-Plane. And I believe it will be plug and play with the iniBuilds A320 when that does make an appearance in Microsoft Flight Simulator at some point in the near future. Alrighty then. Simon, welcome from Yorkshire. Welcome indeed. Welcome indeed. Another local. Love to see it. And Froster, I did see your comment there as well. Yeah, by all means, happy to meet and drop it off that way if you are local to myself. Skyfall, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. Much appreciated, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind. And the commentator coming in with one gifted membership as well. Thank you very much to commentator, and congratulations to Aviate. Congratulations indeed. Things going good. Yeah, thank you, Information Alpha. I hope you are also doing well. The giveaway will end at the end of the stream. Now, that may be after the first leg, but it may be after the second leg. But if you stick around for a while, I'll hopefully be able to give you an answer on that. So sorry for the vagueness, but as we normally do in all of our giveaways, it's always at the end of the stream. Just to give as many people an opportunity as possible, really. Alright, okay. I think we're good to get going, really. My hot chocolate's nearly ready as well. Oh, that's good. Right, I don't usually drink hot chocolate either, so hopefully I don't fall asleep. Right. So, we're going to be flying out of iniBuilds Dubai. We actually have full ATC online at Dubai at the moment, which is very nice indeed. But first of all, we'll jump over to the fuzz pad and have a rundown of the OFP. We'll do our briefing as we normally do. And take it from there. Nothing alcoholic, no, in the chocolate, no. Shunt face. Welcome to the chat, though. I hope you're doing well. No, not actually, no. I actually had a few days away with my family last week. As sort of because a lot of my family, well, two of my family members, a sister-in-law and, yeah. And another brother. We sort of live pretty scattered about in the world, so we had sort of a bit of an early Christmas last week, so I did drink a lot last week, so I'm actually just taking it a bit easy until inevitably tomorrow when I'll probably have a few drinks. Right, so let's have a look at the OFP then, shall we? So today we're going to be fuzzair 142 Victor. First time fuzzair is flying in the United Arab Emirates. So a monumental occasion. We're going to be flying from Dubai to Doha. And we're flying in the A320, the Alpha Reg Fusili in the fuzzair fleet. Call sign is going to be Fuzzy 142 Victor. Target off blocks is 1915 Zulu. So in about half an hour. And the expected on blocks 2037. Cossinux in the Neos is 20, 280 miles recovering, and we've got a little bit of a headwind today, unfortunately, 36 knots on average. Takeoff weight expected 64.3 tons with an alternate of this airport here, which I believe could well be somewhere else in Dubai. I'm not actually sure. Not that familiar with some of these UAE airports. Cruising at flight level 260 with a trip time 54 minutes and alternate time of 39 minutes. Block fuel we're taking is just under 5.2 tons, 5196 kilograms. Expecting 30 right here at Dubai on the Nabic 3 Foxtrot departure. I have checked the ATIS already. It is 30 right in use. And then expecting 34 right into Doha. On the Tosna 1 Juliet, 174 passengers, so full on passengers and a little bit of cargo as well. 2.3 tons expected. And then coming further down, nothing really even to say about the weather. Just a very fine day here in Dubai. We are using live weather, but not live time, as you will see. And yeah, it's a very nice, well, I should say evening really, because it's more or less the middle of the night here in Dubai in the real world. But yeah, as you can see, very, very calm night. And nothing really too much to say there. So let's just come over here and quickly throw up the maps. And you can see our routing more or less straight to the west over. Is this the Gulf of? I forget what it's actually called. This part of water here. But we're going to be flying over the Gulf anyway to the west and then into Doha from the north. As you can see, nothing on the significant weather charts really. We've got that jet stream, but it's not going to affect us. Flight level 450 there. And you can see the winds there pushing against us on our routing today. But that's about it really. Nothing too much to say given the beautiful weather conditions here. So let's jump in then and let's get rocking and rolling, shall we? Persian Gulf, that's the one. Thank you, guys. Chili Aviation, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. How does the giveaway work? You, yeah, just type in the chat. ! mini FCU. You can only enter it once. If you enter it more than once, nothing will happen. One time you type it is one chance to win, and that's the only chance that you're able to get with the way that I do the giveaways. Oh, that's Abu Dhabi. Right, thank you, Tariq. I did think it could be, but yeah, not familiar. Right. Chris, welcome to the chat. Hope you do well. Good to see you. iniBuilds A350 news was also awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think iniBuilds will do it justice, judging by their other releases. Yeah, very much looking forward to that one. Cool. Right, so let's get cracking then, shall we? So, initially, why don't we just have a quick buzz around the airport here, just in the drone view, just to have a quick look. And if you tuned into the stream yesterday, I had the frame generation mod on the go. Now, I've actually decided to get rid of that for today and go back to DX11, just because the stuttering yesterday was quite bad towards the end of the flight there. So I thought, let's just get rid of it and go back to what we know. And at least we know with the X11, without frame generation on, we are getting some pretty consistent performance, at least on my settings and systems. So that's what we're using today. But yeah, it's super, super cool, this scenery. Absolutely tons of detail, as you would expect from iniBuilds. Really, really nice. Obviously, this is a real mega airport. So we're not going to get a chance to have a look at it all, but yeah, I mean, it's real nice, and it looks real nice at night as well. There's lots of really cool lighting going on as well. Performance is not brilliant, as is the case with a lot of iniBuilds sceneries, and just entering this area here, wherever I am now, is causing some rather crazy micro stuttering there. If we look away, it seems to disappear, so I'm not sure exactly what that is, but Yeah, performance is pretty middle of the road. It's not brilliant, but considering the size and detail here, I think it's very, very reasonable. Lots of A380s knocking about, as you can see. Very, very nice indeed. Let's zoom over to the main passenger airport. As you can see, a few people here on VATSIM. We've got Ural Airlines there. Yeah, look at that stuttering there. That's crazy. What is going on there? That is pretty nasty, I won't lie. That micro stuttering. It's not often that you get that. It seems to disappear as well when you move out of range of whatever it is. I've got the free iniBuilds Dubai City and heliport thing installed as well. So we've got some nice landmarks over in the distance. But yeah, it's real nice, as you can see. Real nice. You've got the branding all on the jetways. You've got the stand numbers up here. Got an interior as well. Not in this one. I think it's in the next one. But it's real nice. Real nice, I have to say. Yeah. The default Dubai with the Premium Deluxe was really... It was lacking. I mean, like a lot of Asobo's airports. Wow, this is serious stuttering going on here. Wow. Okay, there's not an interior in that one. Lots of aircraft here. I think some of these are statics, though. Tower looking very nice. Is there an interior? Oh, of course there is. Of course there is. And then I think there's an interior in here. Yes, there is, as you can see. A very extensive interior, in fact. Which is pretty crazy. Let's just zoom through it. I'm trying to go fairly quickly here, chat, because, like I say, this is a large airport, and yeah, we're not going to be able to cover every square inch of it. We should see some more on the taxi out, I would imagine, as well. Emirates Sky Cargo over here. And then there's even an interior over here. I've not seen this one yet. Yeah. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. I would say that interior is more important than the one in the next in the next one along, because you can actually see straight into here from this side. But yeah, as you can see, another really nice scenery from iniBuilds. Absolutely, I can't believe they've released this many sort of mega airport sceneries this year. It's just absolutely wild, to be honest with you. I don't know how they have such an incredible development pace. It's just ridiculous. But here we are. Here's the fuzzair A320neo. Let's go ahead and get the stairs attached, shall we? Chris says, I once spent 4 hours in the Heineken Lounge at Dubai chatting to a somewhat famous musician. Can't remember his name, though. Nice. Nice. It'd be cool to actually know who that was, but... Great stuff. Really cool. It does look good, doesn't it, chat? It does look good. I'm pretty sure you can... I guess you probably can disable the statics. I've just not... I literally just installed it, and because I was setting up for the stream, I didn't really have time to mess around with the configuration, but I would imagine you can turn them off like you normally can with iniBuilds sceneries. Right, there we go. So we're all staired up. Let's get the catering on the way as well as the refueling. And to be honest, we'll request the boarding as well, because we don't have all the time in the world. So let's jump on board. As you can see, the captain is already here, the pilot monitoring for today, who has been helping with the setup. We've already had some of the setup done here. So let's jump into the seat then. Boom. And as you can see, I've pretty much gone through the whole aircraft and set it up as we normally do, just to save a little bit of time today, because it'd be quite nice to get rocking and rolling. This airport came with a GSX profile as well, so you can see it's got the nice GSX VDGS there as well, which is lovely to see. And yeah, let's have a look out the window. We've got the flight catering coming. We've got one of the little cute trucks here today. We've not got a proper catering truck, which is interesting. I wonder why the proper catering truck hasn't come. Oh, there we go. Emirates Flight Catering's coming. And then we've got the passenger bus, of course, coming as well. The FlyByWire does have integration with GSX as well, so hopefully that all works as intended. Right, so like I said, I've pretty much set up everything as we normally do. Not uploaded any fuel yet, so I've not got the seatbelt signs or the fuel pumps on, but everything is set up as normal. FCU and EFIS panels have been set up. I've set up everything else as we normally do regarding the PFD-ND. I've done all of the inits and flight plan, etc., which we'll run through. Just before we get going, we've obviously got a bit of time because the passengers are boarding, and then we'll do a bit of a departure briefing. So going from Dubai to Doha, alternate Abu Dhabi, flight number Fuzzy142 Victor, cost index of 20, cruising flight level 260 as we all already discussed. Departing 30 right on the Nabix 3 Foxtrot. That's what we're expecting. We haven't got our clearance yet, of course, so that might change, but that's what we're expecting. And I've set up all the flight plan all the way to Doha here. I'm actually going to remove that disco. RadNav page I've not done anything with because this is going to be an RNAV departure. Secondary flight plan doesn't work. In it B, we've filled in our anticipated figures, including the anticipated block fuel and the winds, route reserve, etc. So all looking good there. And then we've got our takeoff performance. We've gone for a flaps 1 takeoff, and everything else. Sorry, flex of 58, and then speeds based on that. So yeah, pretty much all done there. So let's go ahead and get a clearance then. I think that's probably next move, isn't it? So let's have a word with Dubai ground on 11835. Just gonna turn the music down actually. And the sim volume was off for you guys. You guys should be able to hear the sim now. Apologies. So we've got 11835, and then we've also got UAE radar on as well on 132150, which is what we'll go to next. This controller on Dubai has been on for 10 hours. That is a shift. Well done there, my friends. Cool. So we'll just go ahead and grab the latest 80s as well. Can we do that on here? I can't remember if you can. I'm pretty sure you can actually. Departure 80s here. There we go. We've got information Oscar 1800 Zulu. Departing 30 right as expected. Altimeter 1019er. I advise aircraft type and first contact during pushback and taxi. Assigned squad assigned transponder code.
Thank you very much for ATC today. Bye bye.
Advise ATC prior to entering runway. If additional weight turbulence separator is required. Fine, no worries. We've got Oscar. Right, so let's get a clearance. Dubai ground, very good evening. Fuzzy142 Victor, stand Echo 9 type A32NX. Information Oscar QNH 1019 are requesting clearance to Doha.
Fuzzy142 Victor, Dubai ground, good evening, sir. Clear to Doha by Nabix 3 Foxtrot departure. Climb and maintain 4000, squawk 6255.
Cleared to Doha, Nabix 3, Foxtrot departure, climb 4000, squawk 6255, fuzzy 142, Victor. I might have got squawk.
Fuzzy 142 Victor, retake correct, report on position start.
Okay, I did get the squawk right. Good. Fine. Lovely stuff. So everything as expected. We've got the Nabix 3 Foxtrot. That's good. So that's grand. We'll go ahead and just double check on the plan view then and make sure everything looks as it should do. So it's initially straight out and then left turn. And then continue out to the west. So that looks good. And then all the way. We'll check the arrival route once we are up in the air. Just double check some of the restrictions as well. So we've got 180 knots initially. 570, that's correct. 190 minimum. Actually, these are minimum speeds. So, yeah. Minimum 180. There. So we can go quicker if we wish. 180 there, 190 there, 2,500 minimum required there, which we're going to easily make. And that is it, really. Oh, sorry, no, there's one at 587 as well. 220 max speed there, 3,500 or above, which we'll easily make as well. So that's all in there correctly. And then if we do have an engine failure, we can set the engine out SID, which should be more or less straight ahead to 25 miles. Like that. Sorry, I've not put the runway in there, haven't I? That's going to mess my stuff up there. Indeed, the OMDB 30 right, 299 and 25. That should do us. Right, good. So that's in there as well, if in case we need to do a engine failure. So that's all good. Lovely stuff. Does the terrain display work now in the fly-by-wire? I know last time we flew this, I don't think it worked, did it? But looks like it might be working now. Let's see how we're doing. We've got the passengers incoming. How are we doing on the fueling situation? I think we have been refueled whilst I've been yammering away there. Let's check the fuel on board. 2.9, so no, we haven't been refueled yet. Maybe the refueler is not going to come until the passengers are done now, which is rather inconvenient for us. But hey-ho, what we're going to do. Looks like they might have changed the window textures as well in the fly-by-wire. I can't tell. It looks like this sort of texture on here is a little bit newer as well. Yeah, that definitely looks slightly different. A bit more of a dirty texture there. Cool. Alrighty, the new cockpit looks pretty nice, I have to say. Yeah, definitely the shape of the glare shield as well definitely looks a lot better. I feel like it still has a slightly stretched out appearance, but that might be a limitation, the fact that they're still using the Asobo model as a piggyback. So yeah, looking pretty good. I think they also adjusted the fly pad here as well, so it's actually straight and a little bit more aligned with the normal camera tilt in the flight deck, which is nice. 90 passengers on board. Taking quite some time because we've got the buses that we need to keep waiting for every time. We've got another one incoming here. There we go. Alrighty. Lovely stuff. Kohava, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. This is the FlyByWire A32NX. Soren, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Do you have to download it each time you revert from dev mode to stable? Yeah, if you want to change from dev mode to stable, sorry, from the developer version of the FlyByWire to the stable version, you do have to download it. Yeah. Sean, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Dave P, welcome indeed. Samiti, welcome to the chat. Sean, Merry Christmas to you also, my friend. And yeah, thank you so much for the kind words. If you're running SimBridge and connected to it, then it'll work, says Liana. What was it that we were talking about there? Can't quite remember the context. Do apologise. Cohiva says, how do you make the view from Pack's cabin? If you just search on YouTube, there's plenty of tutorials out there that can show you how to do it. It's a little bit difficult for me to show you right now in the stream because you kind of need to hack the camera out of the cockpit, if that makes sense, because you can't really move it past here normally. So you kind of have to hack the camera out of the flight deck and then save a custom view in the back. Because if you look in the back here, you don't have anything, but you've got these two window ports here, which you can use to kind of show the window frame. Or alternatively, you can use the drone camera, and if you switch to the showcase view, there's normally some passenger views on here as well. I've customized my camera views heavily, so they don't appear here, but there are some by default. FlyByWire is an awesome project indeed, isn't it, Dave? Indeed, indeed. Marcus, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Aviation, welcome indeed. Love to see the FlyByWire receive some love indeed. Yeah, I mean, I personally big fan of it. I think it's a great add-on and absolutely fantastic work has been done by the FlyByWire team to get to the stage that we're at currently. Having been someone who's flown this sim since it released, and I've sort of watched the FlyByWire develop into a very basic mod to what it is today. It's absolutely fantastic. Oh, SimBridge. I need to run SimBridge to get the terrain display. Interesting. Okay, cool. I'll give that a go, actually, because I've never actually used SimBridge before, to be honest. So, do I need to have that in the community folder? I don't think I do I? Thank you for that, Liana. See if we can get that rocking.
Dubai 301 Sierra Romeo requesting.
Soren, dude, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you. Also for the 500 Danish kroner, my friend. That is super generous of you. Thank you very much, my friend. That's incredible support. Thank you very much, Soren. I appreciate all of your continued support as ever. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Okay, so I think I've got SimBridge running now.
Sorry, say again.
Where's the window gone? Does it disappear normally?
301, confirm, are you able to take right turn on Papa 4?
Affirmative. We will be able to make Papa 4, number 301 Sierra Romeo.
It's running, I just don't know where the window's gone. I don't know if it's normal that it just disappears.
November, November 930.
Anyways,
Papa 4, November,
perhaps I will need to...
Runway 30 right.
Perhaps I will need to look at that off stream, as if it does need something moving into the community folder, then I guess I'll have to do that another time. Cool. Oh yeah, it is working. Okay, great stuff. Lovely. I was just not being patient enough. Great. Okie-doke, thank you for that, Liana. I did not know that. Flight Aviation Simulation, welcome to the chat. Steve, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, guys, if you're enjoying the stream. I appreciate you all being here. MPS says at the beginning of Microsoft Flight Sim, we only had one aircraft that was better than default, and it was FlyByWire. Indeed, yeah, that was pretty much the only aircraft I flew for a very long time. If you look back through my old streams, it's pretty much just always a FlyByWire. You can use SimBridge to display the FMC on an external tablet. Yes, I did. I was aware that was a thing you could do with it, but I didn't realize it was the terrain radar sort of worked in conjunction with it. Chris says the FlyByWire probably made Microsoft Flight Sim as big as it is today. Quite possibly, yeah. I mean, I think they probably carried Microsoft Flight Sim through those early, 12 months where it was pretty rough for a lot of people. Yeah, indeed. Abdul says, hello mate at OMDB ground. Hope you're doing absolutely good. Oh, you're the controller. Amazing, amazing. Fantastic to have you with us, my friend. And amazing controlling, by the way. 10 hours it says you've been online on VATSIM. Absolutely insane work there. Hope you've had a good day anyway. I hope you've had a good day, and thank you very much for controlling for us. You want to see the livery? There she is. There's Fusili. This time next year, our hangars will have some more aircraft, and we'll be struggling for parking. Yeah, indeed, indeed. Yeah, I mean, even right now, I think there's many aircraft, and I feel a little bit spoiled for choice. Maybe some air conditioning for the poor passengers sitting at the desert airport. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea, isn't it? If any of the passengers complain, I'm going to have to blame it on you guys. I'm going to have to blame it on the chat.
Contacting radar 132.15. Thanks for your help. See ya.
See ya.
Oh, Shunty McShuntbase said you can disable statics and internals as well regarding the Dubai scenery. Good to know. Thank you for that, Shunty. Great name, by the way. And interior temperature in the plane 50 degrees. Is it really? Crikey. Oh dear. Bobby, welcome to the chat. Don't know if I welcomed you earlier. Am I using the FrameGen mod that's going about? I am not today, no. We actually used it in yesterday's stream, and I wasn't that impressed. Well, I was impressed with it initially, but then when it sort of got to the end of the flight, it was very stuttery, so I thought we'll just stick with what we know for today. Benny, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. How do you get the focus effect like that? I've always struggled with it. So what you need to do is you bring up the camera menu in Microsoft Flight Sim. Make sure you're on the showcase camera, which is the drone camera, also known as. And basically you want to use this drone focus mode here. I've got it on auto, where it will basically focus on anything that's in the middle of the view. But you can put it on manual if you want. Sort of change the focus manually, which is not really probably going to do anything at this zoom level. Oh. Sorry, it does. This always catches me off guard every time. Yeah, you've got to click and let go before it actually changes to focus. So that's the way to use it. Autofocus is generally the easiest way to do it. And it is actually bound. You can bind it to your controller as well. Like I've got it bound on my keyboard, so I can just change it on my keyboard. And on my Xbox controller as well, I've got it bound to that. Steve says if you press the GPWS button on the main instrument panel next to the ND and PFD brightness knobs, does the FlyByWire go through all the callouts test? I don't think it does actually in the FlyByWire, although admittedly I've not pressed that for probably ever. Where is that button actually existing? Is this one right here? No, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. Samiti, thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you very much. Yeah, very happy with how the fuzzair livery turned out. Abdul says, saw you stream on YouTube and you were live and you're in the departure, so I thought, oh, it's Bobby Fuzzy. Amazing, dude. Well, thank you very much for dropping by. Abdul in the chat is our controller here at Dubai at the moment, on a 10-hour shift at the moment, so big props to Abdul. Tarek says, I'm flying into your in real life headquarters, Doha. Amazing, dude. Amazing. What do you do at Doha? There we go. Fantastic tips coming in from the commentator. Unfortunately, I don't use the default keybind, so There's the keyboard shortcuts for the focus modes on the drone camera. Captain Carolina, welcome to the chat. Hello from Southern Airways Express. I'm new here. I am a Cessna 208 caravan captain. Amazing, my friend. Just achieved 1,800 hours in real life. About to get my ATP, CTP, and fly for Southwest or Breeze Airways. Best of luck with that, my friend. Amazing stuff, and glad to have you with us. And thank you very much for joining the stream. Amazing, dude. Amazing. Flo says, am I going to be doing a flight from the FOC? Yes, I am. Yep, that's what I normally do. Tarek says he works for Qatar Airways Ground Services Manager. Amazing, my friend. That must be rather cool. Lots of huge aircraft in Qatar's fleet. Information Alpha says, how do you set up your OBS with the animations between each scene? I'm basically using a plugin called the Move plugin. If you Google it, if you Google that or look on YouTube, there's plenty of information about that. Right, I'll answer your question, Samiti, as we get underway, but we are fully boarded here. We are going to be late. We are flying on our VA here through Newsky, so we are going to be late if I take any longer here. In fact, we are already a little bit late. So let's do our passengers a favour and get the APU fired up, shall we? Did we actually get fueled up in the end? No, we didn't. Okay, so I'm going to have to... I did call the refueler, didn't I? Oh, fuel truck is in position. Okay, so I guess we turn these guys off then. Getting ahead of myself. Where are we? Yes, they are there. Fantastic. Are they actually uploading fuel, though? Not yet. Oh, I have to click play, don't I? Of course. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used a FlyByWire. Civil signs can come off. We can still start the APU though, so not a problem there. So we'll get that fired up. And we'll do our departure briefing, shall we? So we'll jump over to the fuzz pad. We are late here, so I'm gonna try and be a little bit quick with this, but let's get going. So we are departing from Dubai in the UAE. This is the 10-9. We're not going to brief the taxi on this chart. We'll use some of the charts, but the airport elevation here, 62 feet. We're currently parked at Terminal 2 up here. And if we look a little bit closer here, we're at Stand Echo 9. We're actually at Stand Echo 9 right here. So we're parked there. We're departing 30 right, which is just down this way. So we can probably expect a... I'm not really sure on the taxi procedures here at Dubai, to be quite honest with you, because I don't think I've ever flown out of here on VATSIM before. But I would imagine it's probably going to be a push to the southwest, potentially. Unless we have any aircraft next to us, do we? We don't. So, yeah, maybe southwest. Sorry, southeast. And then probably get Papa onto November, I would imagine. And then following November down. Bearing in mind we've got all these intermediate hold points as well. There's lots of these at Dubai. It's quite a complicated taxi chart, to be quite honest with you. But following down, I would imagine November. Following that down, probably to one of these hold points here for 30 right. And then departing 30 right. So we've been cleared for the Navix 3 Foxtrot. This is the 10-3 hotel chart. Transition altitude here in Dubai, 13,000 feet. It's an RNAV departure. All turns with bank angle 25 degrees. So RNAV departure for 30 left and right. 250 below at 10,000, which is normal. Initial climb clearance as advised by the controller here, 4,000. And further climb when instructed by Dubai Departures. Now, Dubai Departures not online. We do have UAE radar on, however, which we'll be speaking to once we get underway. Unfortunately, I think some of the controllers have gone offline over Doha, which is unfortunate. There was a controller on here earlier, but never mind. So we'll initially depart straight ahead to Delta Bravo 570, minimum 180 knots there. Quite an unusual thing. At least flying in Europe, you don't usually come across minimum speeds. It's usually maximum. So we've got minimum 180 knots there. Left turn to 586 with a minimum 190 knots there and a minimum altitude of 2,500 feet, and then continuing out to 587, max 220 knots, minimum altitude of 3,500 feet. And then a slight right bearing out to 410, LOPAP and NABIX. And that's it, really. It is quite a straightforward departure. We've just got a few restrictions to hit on that initial part of the climb, but I don't think we'll have any issues really with that. So that is that. I think the main threats for today is the fact that we've got the rather complicated sort of ground layout here at Dubai. And yeah, I think that's probably about it really. The weather is absolutely fine. The aircraft is fine, although I haven't flown the FlyByWire in quite some time, so that may cause some issues, but we will see. So that should do it for the departure briefing. I think we are uploaded on fuel now as well. It looks like, yes, we're all done. 5.2 on board there, so we'll stick those on, and we'll get the APU bleed on for the passengers. It's definitely been 3 minutes now since I started that. And we'll go pack flow high because it's probably going to be pretty goddamn toasty back there, as Chris pointed out to us earlier on. If we have a look here, let's see. Yeah, rather toasty, over 30 degrees back there. So yeah, let's get that cranking for the passengers. Good, so we're good to go. Let's do cockpit preparation checklist. So gear piggens and covers. Remove fuel quantity 5.2 tons. Seatbelt signs are on. Adheres. Nav. And the BARF is 1019er. Set 1, 2, 3 times. We'll just double check. We'll get up to date ATIS if there is one. I've still got Oscar 1019. Okay. All good there. Fantastic. Righto. So I think we're good to go to request a push and start then. Let's do it. Abdul says it will be aced on Papa. Okay, yeah, good to know. As planned then. Beautiful.
Air Canada 78, report your stand of choice.
Any stand is fine.
Air Canada 78, taxi straight ahead on kilo to stand 45.
I'll catch up with your chat messages once we get underway, guys. Just want to get going with the taxi out here.
Charlie 56.
Jared, thank you very much for the subscription, as well as Abdullah, thank you very much. Guys, welcome to the channel, as well as the Sam Liti as well. Thank you so much, guys. Dubai ground, Fuzzy 142 Victor, stand Echo 9, request push and start.
Fuzzy 142 Victor, stand Echo 9, push and start approved. This east on Papa.
Push and start approved, face east on Papa, Fuzzy 142 Victor. Okay, good stuff. Should have got the tug connected before I requested that, but hey ho. We'll get the transponder on as per the ATIS request. We got a beacon light on as well. We could disconnect the external power now. So before start checklist, parking brake is currently set. Takeoff speeds and thrust 34, 35, 39, 58 degrees of flex windows. Lots of stutters here are closed. And we could actually come down here as well and do one of these guys. Yeah. Some issues with performance here at this scenery, I think. Yeah, windows are closed. Beacon light is on. Before start checklist complete. Here comes a Tuggy McTuggerson. Flo says maybe one day you could fly out of Bucharest too. I'm an S1 and I control almost every day. Main terminal is quite a nice looking building. Yeah, that's definitely on the list. To be honest, I've not flown out of there ever on VATSIM, but yeah, I absolutely love to. Is there a good scenery for that one? Right, we're going to be facing southeast on Papa.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alrighty, let's go, chats. Parking brake released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, engine mode set to 2, ignition starts. Go for an engine 2 start. Oh, you can actually hear the PTU kicking in from out here. Commentator, take it easy, my friend. Enjoy the pub. Enjoy the pub. Thank you very much for dropping by, and Merry Christmas to you too, brother. OME radar is online. Amazing. Lovely, lovely. 132150. I've got that on my standby. Awesome sounds in the FlyByWire. Absolutely love them. Big props to Boris. Abdul says disconnect after you depart. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sticking around for us, Abdul. I really appreciate that. Oh, crikey. What's happened there? Oh. This was happening yesterday, wasn't it? Where my levers kept randomly going into Toga for some reason. Very bizarre. Right. Nevertheless, Engine 2 is now available, despite being put to full thrust immediately, which is definitely a no-no, but hey-ho. Flight sim things.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake sets. I'm not sure what's causing that, to be quite honest.
Continue taxi Lima 3 to holding point Mike 2 runway 12 left for crossing.
Okay, Lima 3, Mike T, hold short 20 left, let's get away, 6.
I blame Sim Update 14. Andrew, welcome to the chat, hope you do well. There's a payway one from for Bucharest. Amazing. Yeah, I thought I'd seen something regarding that. Event on the 29th. Awesome. I will, I'll try, if I'm online, I will certainly pay a visit, definitely. Boris finally did a flight in the Neo recently. He was really happy with how accurate it sounds with it. What? Boris has never flown on an A320 Neo and he's managed to get the sounds like this. Crikey. That is some serious work there.
Right, November, left stand echo 13.
North November 2 cross 12 left, then we'll go right on November, then Papa 3 stand is Echo 13, confirm?
Echo.
Roger.
Okay, both engines are available. Lovely stuff. So, coming down. Engine set to normal. Ground spoilers arm, flaps set to 1. Coming further up, ecam status, fuel prediction, 32.5 on the trim. Good, okay, we'll do a flight controls check, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, full left on the rudder, and full right. Back to neutral, that's all good. Automate max, everything is set properly. Initial climb clearance is 4,000. All looking good there. We'll get the APU off now. Fantastic. Great stuff. After start checklist. Anti-ice not required. Ecam status checked. Pitch trim was set to 32.5. Rudder trim is neutral. After start checklist complete. Lovely stuff. Let's go. Fuzzy 142 Victor request taxi.
Fuzzy 142 Victor taxi Papa, right Papa 2 Alpha, November, to holding point November 9 runway 301.
Taxi Papa 2 Alpha, November 9, holding point for runway 30 right, Fuzzy 142 Victor. Good. So we got Papa 2 Alpha, which is as we briefed, then November, all the way down to November 90, which is the second holding point on the right. Good stuff. Get the nose lights on and let's get underway, shall we? Off we go. Tiny bit of thruster breakaway. Alrighty, we are actually well clear of the terminal here, so we'll get the predicted wind shear and the weather radar on as well. Give the cabin a bing bong. So we'll do the taxi checklist. Flight controls are checked. Flap setting is config 1+F. Radar predicted wind shear on and auto. Engine mode set to normal. ECAM memo takeoff no blue. Taxi check is complete. Papa 2 Alpha just to the right here. Looks like we've got a floating... Oh no, we're not. It's just the sun reflecting off that building. It's so white, it's almost blending in with the sky. Thought there was a floating building over there, but it's just a roof. It's so bright. And then on to November as briefed. Lovely stuff. Ground handling with the fly-by-wire. Oh, it's just brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Landis Gaming, welcome to the chat. Chunky Lions, welcome indeed. Welcome indeed. We're flying from Dubai to Doha. Scully, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. How does your pushback truck look like that? That is a GSX pushback truck. Flo says, is there anything you're using for the sounds of the aircraft? Starting up the engine sound amazing from the outside. No, that is just the default fly-by-wire sounds. I'm using the development version if it makes any difference. I don't think it does for the sounds. And then we want November 9 for the holding point. So a little ways to go yet. We've got November 5 coming up. Love the custom taxiway signage that iniBuilds do at the airports. Very, very nice indeed. Chris, this is a bit annoying. You have to turn off the lift tugs for pushback unless you want the plane to stand on its nose for everyone else on VATSIM. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I think... I still don't think it looks entirely correct, does it? Even with the tow bar tugs. Right, how are we looking regarding the temperature now? Oh, much more reasonable.
Cut by 125, taxi Zulu, left Lima 1, hold Lima 1 Alpha.
Viago Lima 5, Lima Extra, Cut by Dubai 1.
Cut by 125, negative, taxi Zulu, left Lima 1, hold Lima 1 Alpha.
Zulu, left Lima, and
Chris,
Lima
welcome to the
Alpha,
chats.
Dubai.
Skyfall says the new cockpit looks great. It really does, doesn't it? It does. It is a big improvement on the original. Yeah, it's really nice. Looking forward to them doing their own model and seeing what they come up with then, because their texture artist, Morite Rudder, I think his name is Mike, I think. Absolutely insane. So good at his textures.
Fuzzy 142 Victor, contact you radar 132.15, over.
132.150 for Fuzzy 142 Victor. Thank you very much for your controlling, and have a good evening.
You too, good night.
What a legend, everybody. Big props to Abdul for his controlling today. He's been on 10 hours on VATSIM. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so little ways to go yet. This taxiway is deceivingly long.
The deck is the right, if they're down at the approach runway 30 left, report us up.
So the last 30 left and report established, Saudi Alpha 66.
UAE radar. Very good evening. Fuzzy 142 Victor. We're in November. Heading towards November 9 for 30 right.
Last station calling UAE radar, call sign on me.
Fuzzy 142 Victor.
Fuzzy
November 9.
142 Victor, UAE radar. Very good evening. Via November 9, the wind 0604 knots, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff.
Via November 9, 30 right, clear for takeoff. Fuzzy 142 Victor. Alrighty, we're clear for takeoff, chats. It's 30 right, so lineup check. This takeoff runway 30 right is confirmed. TCAS is Tara. Packs 1 and 2 are on. Lineup check is complete. Get the strobes on.
Sorry, could you just...
And we'll go ahead with the landing lights as well, because we are cleared for takeoff. Check nothing inbound. All looks good there. Nothing on the runway. Lovely stuff. Chats. Oh, not my greatest, not my greatest lineup in the world, but let's do this thing, chat, shall we? So Fuzz Toga's in the chat, channel members. Let's spool them up. Take off.
The 30 left, Saudi Alpha 66.
Manflex 58 SRS runway auto thrust blue. Flex set airspeed alive.
Yeah, radar number 301 Sierra Romeo, leaving your airspace now. We'll be monitoring Unicom. See ya.
V1 rotate.
See ya.
Nav, positive rates. Gear up. Climb, lever climb, thrust climb, auto thrust. Disarm the ground spoilers. Get the nose lights off. Give the cabin a bing bong. We're going to be climbing at quite a high rate here, given the slow speed. So I'm actually going to go vertical speed 1000. Just so we don't get alt star too early. Even though we're probably going to get it here.
Fuzzy 142 Victor identified under contact line via this, not even one time.
Climb via SID, flight level 150, Fuzzy 142 Victor. Alrighty. So, thrust climb, open climb. We've got AP2, pull for standard. Standard is set. Flight level 150 blue. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm just going to pull the speed here and increase, because the restriction is a minimum speed, not a maximum. So we'll increase the speed, and we're at the S speed, so speed is checked, flaps 0, and we'll keep bringing that speed up to 250 knots. Sorry, not 250, 220. 220 as per the restriction at 587 there. So we're off. That was quite a decent departure. We had some pretty low frame rates there on the runway, which is unfortunate. Beautiful view, so coming out of Dubai. Look at that mist coming in there as well. Oof. Oofed. Of course, getting a lovely frame rate up here in the sky. Oh, just look at that Burj Khalifa, man. It's such a monster. Cool. Flight level 100. Let's get the landing lights off now. And let's see. Let's go ahead and get the seatbelt signs off as well.
6,000, speed 250.
Alrighty. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Well, welcome to the chat, LB. Photo out. Welcome, Ismail. Welcome indeed. Hope you're doing well. Philip, welcome indeed. Welcome to the chat. Continue flight level 260, fuzzy 142 Victor. Alrighty, so back to manage speed now. And flight level 260 blue, alt blue. Lovely stuff. So Chris said, do I use the Orbex scenery or the ini one? I don't think there is an Orbex scenery for Dubai, but we're using the iniBuilds one nevertheless. Unless there is an Orbex one, I don't know. Unless that's the one by feel there. I think that might be the one you're referring to. A few ships out there, courtesy of Seafront Simulations. Love to see it. Quite a few ships out there, actually. Lovely stuff. Very still sea though, so not much by the way of wakes.
Juliet 3. Juliet. Right on.
Right, we'll hide the FCU cam because we've been cleared up to our final cruising altitude. Oh, UAE radar is in the chat as well. Amazing, dude. Welcome, Ismail. And thank you very much for controlling today. A Aviation says, why is anyone ever typing in mini FCU? It's because we're doing a giveaway today. Basically, I'll show up this type exclamation point mini FCU. We're giving away one mini FCU today on the stream. It's the city scene of Dubai. Yeah, really, really cool shot, wasn't it? Especially with the low-hanging mist cloud coming in there. Yeah, lovely stuff. Orbex has a scenery, yeah. I think that's the one you're referring to there is by a third-party developer called FSLTL. But yeah, I'm using the iniBuilds one. The FSLTL one doesn't look that great, if I'm honest. So yeah, it is the iniBuilds.
74000
Alright, alright. When will you reveal the giveaway winner? So yeah, just one winner, but it will be at the end of the stream. Ah, Chris, I see what you mean. I see. I do apologize. Yes, you mean the Dubai City landmarks. I thought you meant the airport. My apologies. Yes. I'm just using the iniBuilds one. Yeah, not the Orbex one. How long's the flight today? This flight is quite a short one, actually. We're expected to arrive at 10:34 sim time, so in about 40 minutes. Lovely stuff. I love the way the Mini FCU works with the FlyByWire. It's just so responsive and great. It's really, really nice. A lot of missing buildings in the iniBuilds version. Yeah, I think theirs is a little bit less extensive, isn't it? I mean, it is free, I suppose, so you got to give them that. Alrighty. Well, Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat anyway that does celebrate it, and, you know, have a good holiday period. To anyone that doesn't, I hope you've all got some good plans for the next week or so. Mohammed says, going to be honest, when I first entered the stream, I thought you were flying Fenix because I didn't read the title. Man, they did a good job with the cockpit. Yeah, amazing. Well, that is high praise if I've ever heard it. Yeah, they've done a good job with it, definitely. Yeah, I do enjoy the FlyByWire, and I think the FlyByWire to hand fly as well. The way they've done the FlyByWire sort of flight model, and the way it handles in the sim. It's really nice, I think, personally. I mean, obviously, I'm not an Airbus pilot, but I think it feels real nice. Right, so 2,000 to go there. We'll go vertical speed 2,000. We can come in here now as well. We can clear out this guy. Now, do we have any ATC online at Doha? We do not.
Right 270, and we are at 3
So we're going to be flying into Doha on Unicom. Vertical speed 1,000.
Climb 150, Dubai 125.
Steven says, does this rival the Fenix? I would say the Fenix is far more in-depth and thorough, and it's just a much more complete simulation overall. But I do think the FlyByWire is fantastic. It's difficult to compare the two, really, because, you know, the FlyByWire is, you know, a free project done by the community in the spare time, whereas the Fenix is obviously a payware aircraft. It's difficult to compare. But the FlyByWire is definitely no slouch, I would say. It is a very nice mod for the sim. That's for sure. My only ick with the flyby is the fact that on the ground, if I put my tiller rudder all the way to one side, once I center it, it tends to stick, so I have to apply opposite rudder to keep it straight. Yeah, I think that is a bit of a... I think that's a bit of a sim limitation at the moment, I think. I do feel like I remember reading something about that on the FlyByWire wiki at some point in the past, which, yeah, blame Asobo, I think, on that one. But I think for the most part, the ground handling with the FlyByWire is probably the best handling airliner on the ground in the sim, in my opinion. Aviator 4, welcome, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Indeed I am, indeed I am. George says, not been flying simming much due to work, but I've been lucky enough to start flying lessons. Amazing, my friend. That is so, so cool. I mean, you know, that is quite, I would imagine, quite a bit more fun than simming. Childhood dream come true, and next year I hope to get a PPL. Amazing, dude. Amazing. All started with flight sim. You love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Amazing, dude. I wish you all the best with it. You have to keep us updated with that. Get some photos in the Discord or something. Mammoth says, I think the PMDG is lackluster in terms of texture and quality of life features for simmers. Yeah, I mean, I think the PMDG it's no slouch. I think they've done a great job on it. I do think the textures are probably not quite as good as we've seen for, you know... I mean, the Fenix has set such a high bar now with the textures. It's... yeah. I feel like the PMDG maybe could do a little boost, but I still think they're pretty nice. I can't lie, they are nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a great add-on, I think, and I think they've done a great job optimizing it as well. Yeah, but I do see where you're coming from. 100%. It's yeah, it's been a little bit sort of slower to catch up with, you know, certain features that other add-ons have been offering for quite a while now. Liana says, FlyByWire emulates hydraulic pressure as accurately as possible, so the nose wheel is slow to react to input, just like the real thing. But how it can control it is limited by the sim as well. Yeah, exactly, indeed, yeah. Indeed, indeed. They've done a great job with the hydraulic stimulation, and even when you are actuating the landing gear as well, you'll see that that doesn't, you know, it doesn't just drop super smoothly and linear. You know, there's a little bit of difference there. Same with the cargo doors and the nose wheel and main landing gear doors as well. It's really cool. Burke, welcome to the chat. Virtual Pilot, welcome to the chat. G, welcome to the chat. Right, I suppose I better check which runway is in use at Doha. Looks like... oh, there's multiples in use. There's multiples. I'm not sure where we would actually park as well, to be honest, chat, which is going to be interesting. So it looks like we've got 1-6 right and 1-6 left in use, both for landings currently. Just going by flight radar. 24. We've planned for 3-4 right. So let's go ahead and change that. We'll go for 1-6 right.
Got by 1929, the end of a banana, line up in weight runway 309. Your number in the line up in weight
Cool. So let's just amend our flight plan then, shall we? We probably need to calculate our top of descent manually here as well.
Kilo Mike 720, radar contact level 260, Dubai.
So we're going to go for the Tosna 1 Papa. We'll put Golsey in there as well, just to give us a little bit more of an extended center line, but it's probably going to be vectors. Right, so we'll do that, and then just before we get too far along here, let's just go...
Kilo Mike 722, how did it?
Let's just calculate our top of descent. So we're currently at 260. So we're going to need about 88 miles. Oops.
Dubai. Charlie,
so this ring is going to be our top of descent. As you can see, the top of descent marker probably not entirely accurate given the fact that we've got a manual leg in there because of the way the star works in this instance. We don't want to delete that discontinuity. So that's fine. We'll go ahead and get the meta. So 1019. I hope that transition wasn't for me. Don't think it was. And we're going to be doing the ILS 16 right, which has got a minimum of 213. We'll go for flaps full, and then it's NADP 2, so that is fine there on the go around. And then regarding transition level, oops. We'll calculate that. So, and then 1019. I've done it the wrong way around as I normally do. Flight level 145. Stick that in there. Good. Okay, we'll go for auto brake low, very long runway. I'm not even going to bother with the... Shall we do it? We've got time. We'll use meta. So runway elevation 13, heading 156. Runway slope is actually 0 here. Landing distance available.
Kenya 310.
16 right, landing distance available is...
Fuzzy 142, Victor, when ready to descend flight level 23, at 11 o'clock.
Say again, flight level 4, Fuzzy 142, Victor.
Fuzzy 142, Victor, 11, 230,
descent when ready, 230, level Tosna, Fuzzy 142, Victor. Alright, so 230 at Tosna. Stick that in there. So that's given us a new sort of top of descent based on leveling out a level at Tosna, so that's fine. So landing distance available, 16 right, 3935. Approach speeds, anticipating 135. And the weight is going to be 64.65 tons. That's full. That's all good. So, lowest rate, absolutely fine. No issues. Good. Yeah, Mohammed, the passenger windows, the passenger cabin overall for the PMDG is a little bit, yeah, it's just not quite there, is it? Compared to some other add-ons, let's say. I think the abundance and choice for simmers now in terms of add-ons is so good. We're in a world where devs face competition to up the quality. Indeed, absolutely, yeah, which is absolutely a good thing for all of us. Lolo, welcome to the chat. Toasted Ninja, welcome to the chat. Does anyone know if Scenery will port over to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? Yeah, I think George answered that for you, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, Asobo have said that all add-ons should work with the new sim. I mean, we're yet to see how much will be easily ported over, but they said that it should do, so that's promising. Abdul, yes, we did indeed. Absolutely been brilliant so far. Yeah, so thank you so much. I really appreciate you sticking with us as well for us to do the taxi out. Yeah, so I really appreciate that, and thank you so much, Abdul. Kyrie, welcome to the chat. Aman, welcome to the chat. Quizzy note, the giveaway is still live. I think we're going to draw the giveaway once we've landed in Doha, chat. I think this is going to be the only leg I'll do today. Just, I think the wife would appreciate spending a bit of time together on Christmas Eve, so... Doggy, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Right, so coming to that top of descent now, chat. So let's go for it. So push for Des, speed Des, flight level 230 blue and alt blue.
150
So we're using a freeware scenery for Doha. So I'm intrigued to see how that looks. I had to install multiple libraries to get it to work, so I'm interested to see how well that works. I don't think this controller is going to give us a clearance for our arrival route. He'll probably hand us over once we reach Tosna, I think, to Unicom. Continue descent for level 200 and 1228 Fuzzy 142 Victor. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye. Right, there we go, as expected. So there we go, chat. Let's continue down at flight level 200. And we're going to go to 1228. Okay, so we're on our own for the landing regarding ATC. But we will be on Unicom. Let's see if there's many arrivals due in there. Not particularly, no. We're definitely the closest. A couple of aircraft coming in over the continent, but yeah, we'll definitely get there first, I think. Right, so might as well clear ourselves down. Let's go all the way to flight level altitude 12,000. Small thing, but it looks nice. Yeah, it is a nice piece of hardware, I will say. They've done a great job with it. Amoeba, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Doggy, I'm doing good. Yeah, thank you very much for asking. Have they fixed the problem with the Fenix with the mini FCU? Is it still not working with the Fenix? So it sort of does. If you use the SPAD.NX beta or MobiFlight, you can get it working more or less fully. It's not all the way there yet, but with what we've got available to us, it works pretty well. If you don't use either of those tools, it does still work, just without the displays on the actual unit itself. So it's not the end of the world. It's still definitely more than flyable and pretty enjoyable to use, to be honest with you. But yeah, the Fenix thing is really, I think, down to Fenix to work something out regarding their licensing with ProSim, which is what they use for the underlying sort of software of their add-on. So it's kind of out of Mini FCU's hands, at least for now. Fingers crossed something changes regarding that, but it may not. It may not. Grayshirt says, is that an old school iPad I have there? Yes, it actually is. Yep, that's what I use for changing the scenes and stuff on my stream. It's an iPad 2. It's still going strong. I mean, it's very slow to use, so I literally just use it for this one app. But, yeah. Still working. First is honestly what I do in Unicom is set the ILS intercept altitude into the autopilot and let the plane do all the work. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely one way to do it, isn't it? I try and not do that because it sort of keeps me engaged, I suppose. But I try and sort of pretend as if what is going on there. I try and do that must be someone in a fighter jet that's showing up as a an airliner, but I try and tend to sort of keep things as if I was being controlled within reason. I'm not a controller and I don't know the procedures for all airports, so I'm somewhat guessing, but yeah, it just sort of keeps you engaged a little bit. Virtual Pilot, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you too. George, no worries. No worries. We should be on the ground probably drawing the competition in probably about 20 minutes, I would imagine. So make sure you get yourself back. Steve says, what's this quartz thing for the Fenix A320 displays? Yeah, so it's an application called Fenix Quartz. It's basically a standalone application that reads some bits of memory that the Fenix uses, and it will allow... It sort of figures out what the Fenix is showing on its displays. It's quartz displays in the sim, hence the name, and it allows you to use that as either a FSUI PC offset or a LVAR for use in other applications. So it's like a bridge between the Fenix and, you know, third-party configuration software for flight sim hardware like SPAD.NX and MobiFlight. Then it says I need a Stream Deck XL. Yeah, I have looked at Stream Decks before, to be honest, but I mean, I use Touch Portal on my iPad, and as far as I'm aware of, it does pretty much everything a Stream Deck does, so I just can't bring myself to buy one. It just feels like I've already got all the functionality I need. But yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. Old 32-pin. Yeah, it is indeed the original connector they used back in the old days of when iPods used to be a big seller for Apple. Tony, welcome to the shot. The gig Lotties, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Right, guys. We're on the approach now, and we're going to pass through the transition level momentarily. So let's go to the local altimeter, which is 1016. So we'll do the approach checklist. Bar off is set, 1016. Seatbelt signs are not on yet. We're still pretty high. Minimums, 213. Auto brake low, and engine mode set to normal. Approach checklist complete. I'm just going to let the VNAV do its thing here and just see how well it does for us. Might not work out, but we'll see. We've got plenty of time to recover things if we need to. But what we'll do is we'll initially jump over to the fuzz pad and we'll do a approach briefing or an arrival briefing. So as you can see, we're already on the approach here, but let's just brief this from the top. So we're arriving in Doha, Qatar. This is a 20-2 hotel chart. Airport elevation here, 13 feet. Transition. Oh, there is actually a prescribed transition level. I did not actually know that. There you go. So there we go, flight level 150, which, well, we've changed over before that anyway, so we're absolutely fine there. A lot of this stuff regarding ATC not relevant to us because they're not online. So we're going to be flying the Tosno 1 Papa. Again, I'm not sure 100% if this would be the preferred procedure or not at Doha. It's just the one that I picked that looked the most convenient for me. So we've already flown in through Tosno above flight level 200. Down to Kuvla and Tovok's required flight level there as 180. We did ignore that constraint, and we can pretend, I suppose, we were cleared past that as per ATC, which is unlikely, I suppose. Sorry, ignore me. That is not part of our route. So Kuvla, Dinex, and then to Kivam, which is also not... this restriction is not applicable to us. That's on the 1 Papa. Sorry, I'm getting myself all bent out of shape here. That is applicable to us. Max 250 knots there. Kivam, 1001 Papa is what we're flying. Then to Ukoba, required altitude there. Flight level 110 or 11,000 feet. Down to Muqsed, right turn to Sidmu, minimum altitude there. 8,000. Further descent after Sidmu only by ATC, not applicable. So we're then going to continue Egnug, Nolma, Putan, and then to Ivani, where we need to be between altitude 2,500 and altitude 3,500 feet. We can expect 3,500 for 16 right here. That does say by ATC only, so again, not necessarily applicable to us, but we do have max 220 knots there as well. Then to Imgog. Then you can see here we've got maintain 336 track, expect vectors, which is why we've got that manual leg there in the MCDU. So from there, we're going to basically get vector. We're going to vector ourselves round onto the ILS for 16 right. This is a 21-2 chart. Localizer is Quebec Alpha Tango 108.1. Final approach course of 156. Final approach fix at Hotel 511, 2,500 feet. Runway elevation is the same as the airport. The MSA 2,300 based on the airport reference point. And then the ILS itself is fairly standard. We've got a platform altitude down here of 2,500 feet. We'll initially start at 3,500, descending down to 2,500 whilst on our vector leg. And then the glide slope is a standard 3 degrees. Minima 213. And then if we need to go around, it's straight ahead to IMCAT. Need to be at IMCAT 3000, then continue on track 156, maintaining 3000, expect radar vectors. So a pretty straightforward go around if we need to. Oh, I need to descend a bit more here because I am getting high. Okay, good. So that is the ILS. We've got a note here. Pilots are advised ILS clearance does not permit final descent to final approach altitude. Okay, so that's not applicable to us either, given that we don't have ATC online. Now then, maybe someone can suggest a potential parking stand for me. I'm not exactly sure where we would park here at Doha. Although, we should probably try park around the main terminal area. I think that's probably where the most effort's going to be has gone into the scenery. So we're going to land 16 right here. We're low auto brake, so we'll roll out quite far here, and we'll probably vacate maybe Sierra, or if we're very long, maybe, well, actually Lima 3 might be good, actually. Lima 3 probably, we'll try exit there. And then we'll go Lima 3, Whiskey 3, and then make our way over to... Okay. What is going on here? I think someone is trolling on VATSIM. Let's get rid of them. In fact, that's going to come back. There we go. Ignored. Okay, cool. So we'll then taxi. We'll probably follow Whiskey then. Whiskey round to somewhere on the main terminal. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to end up. Flo's suggesting Charlie 5. Yeah, let's do Charlie 5. So we'll taxi left then on Whiskey. Sorry, left onto Hotel, then right onto Sierra. We'll follow that all the way around. Big taxi, Delta, and then Echo to Charlie 5. Let's do that. Sounds good. Thank you, Flo. So that's going to be the taxi in. Weather. Hang on, let me turn the landing lights on. And the seatbelt signs on as well, as we're coming below level 100 here. So weather looking fine as expected at Doha. Nothing too crazy really. I think the biggest thing we need to watch out for, again, similar to Dubai here, is that we have quite a complex ground layout. Cool. So that's the briefing. Looking forward to this arrival. We're currently past through flight level 100. We've got the seatbelt signs on, landing lights on now. And we're just following the VNAV path down here along this leg here. I think that would probably be fine. What we could probably do as well, given that what we've just read, we can pretend we've got ATC on. So we'll go Ivani 3,500. We'll do that as a required altitude there. We've got 220 knots in there as well, so that's all good. Regarding speed, fantastic. So we're doing well. It's the Gulf, they don't have any weather. Yeah, it's very nice in this area of the world, isn't it, in terms of weather? Okay, so we're approaching Sidmu. Required altitude there, or minimum altitude even, is 8,000. Nelly, welcome to the chat. Evan, welcome to the chat. Flying Scotsman, or the Scotsman Flying, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Daz, welcome to the chat. The Giglottis says, we've got Alt Star there, but we're actually overhead now, so let's carry on coming down. We'll go 4,000. I'll push for Des. So we've got 4,000 blue, Alt Blue. The Giglottis says, anyone try Simbox? I personally haven't. I think there was some discussion about that in the past in the chats regarding that, but I have seen it, but I've just not had a chance to really give it a try. Here's the airport. A very large construction area over here, crikey. Some of the skyline included in the airport as well, which is nice to see. This is a freeware airport, by the way, guys. I think they have stopped developing this airport now because of the release of the payware, but still be nice to check it out, I think. So where are we going for then? Charlie 5. So let's see if we can do that. We'll do Charlie 5. Alrighty, so Abdul said, if we put mini FC like 2 times, are we able to participate in the giveaway? Yes, of course, yep. You will only get 1 entry, though. So it doesn't matter if you put it in multiple times. You will only get 1 entry. I will say this again, though, guys. I will need some way to communicate with you after the stream. Either via Facebook, Instagram, Discord, because I'll need to get your details to send it to your address. I think you throw out the iPad if I was Stream Deck XL. Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Although the frugal nature of me would probably find us some other use for the iPad. Some description. I mean, it does still work. So the only issue I have with the iPad 2, though, right now is because a lot of developers now who are developing apps they a lot of them aren't compatible anymore with this version of iOS that I'm using on it, because obviously when, you know, an older device, it will hit a certain upper limit of what iOS version you can install. And yeah, it's a lot of apps are becoming too, well, outdated really for this iPad. Doggy said, last time I played on the Fenix was on approach, flaps 4, speed 140, everything was looking great, but then I stalled. Interesting. Did you disengage the auto thrust potentially and bring it to idle, or did you have the flight directors off and or were you not following the flight directors potentially? That being said, though, with speed mode, shouldn't have really been a huge issue, but yeah, interesting. Maybe you accidentally knocked the flaps lever, something like that, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Chicken Crown, welcome to the chat. When does the winner get told? It will be after we've landed here at Doha, once we parked up at the stand. How to enter the giveaway, says Hugo. You've already entered it. All you need to do is this guy. The old browser might not work as a remote EFBO. And yeah, that's a very good point, actually, Eliana. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I have tried to use it before for the Fenix tablet, and it didn't seem to want to load up the website, so yeah. Right, okay, so coming up to Ivani now. And we'll want to keep coming down to 3,500. We'll pull the heading. So I've got speed VS minus 400, that's fine with me. And I think what we'll do, because the traffic situation here is very quiet, we'll just, I think we'll just swing ourselves in a little bit early. So let's go. Can't wait to see the mini EFIS. Likewise, my friends. Oh, icing, yeah, Gracia. That's a very good point. Yeah, might be something to look into. Although I feel like maybe they fixed that at some point. Didn't they? Might be wrong about that one. Just going to roughly vector myself in here, chat. Cool. We'll go activate the approach phase here. And we'll sequence the flight plan along to goal seat. Can't do a radial in yet. But we'll do that and pull the heading again. And we are going to level off for a minute here. Well, I can deal with that. No problems. There's the airport. Lots of big buildings down there. Alarm Loke. So we've got Loke Blue. Absolutely zero wind here. Look, start. Doha traffic, fuzzy 142, Victor established, ILS 16 right, Doha traffic. Alrighty, we'll get the music turned down for the arrival then, shall we? And alarm approach. It's the glide slopes going down now. Glide slopes are AP 1+2, Cat 3 dual. 11 miles to go. Let's go to flaps 1. Speed checked. Now we can go probably PACFO normal now, as it's definitely cooled down back there. Look at this though, come on now. Wow, really struggling to slow down here, so let's drop the gear. Check out the doors. Wow, we are really struggling here. I'm actually going to use a bit of speed brake. Still 200 knots. Alright, speed check flaps 2. Should start to get a bit more of a deceleration now. There we go. Get those in and arm them. Go flaps 3. A little bit turbulent here though. Possibly some quite strong thermals with the sun beating down. And then we'll go flaps full. Check on the cabin. And landing checklist. Ecam memo landing no blue. Landing check is complete. We'll get 3,000 set. That's a go around altitude. Alright, lovely stuff. That worked out. Thank you very much for subscribing. Lucas Hutt and Benjamin, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Welcome indeed. Landing rate predictions in the chat, guys.
1,000.
Let's do this thing. Cat 3 single. I'm not going to try and disconnect the auto thrust with the FlyByWire because it always messes up for me for some reason. I think I need to fix something regarding my keybinds. So we've actually got some wind now. We've got 8 knots coming from 136, so slightly to the left.
$500.
Pound of feet is checked. We're stabled. But we're stable. Stabled. We're not horses. Land.
100 above. 300. Minimum.
Continue. Bit high over the threshold there.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers, decel, reverse green. Or brake low. Maybe you'll call it brake low here. And manual brakes. Looks like we're going to get off a bit earlier here. That's Lima. What was that now? I didn't actually see the sign. Lima 8. Alrighty, we came to a stop relatively quickly there. Let's get the strobe lights off. Landing lights can come off now as well. And we'll get those retracted. We'll get that on. Strobe light off. Master APU. And APU start. Probably don't really need to start the APU right about now, but let's do it anyway. We'll get the flaps retracted and the ground spoilers disarmed. Lovely stuff. Welcome to Doha, guys. This is a freeware scenery. I'm very impressed by what I'm seeing so far. Crikey, that is some detail. Coming down here, predicted wind chill weather radar off. TCAS can come off as well. And the after landing checklist. Radar predicted wind shear off. After landing checklist complete. Not sure what happened with the sim sound there. Rather strange. What was the landing rate? We'll reveal that once we're parked up. Last chance, if you've not entered the giveaway already. Last chance to enter. Oh, ground spoilers not disarmed. There we go. Okie dokies, so slightly different taxi than what we briefed, but we shall take a left here. There is also a payware version of this airport. There is indeed, yeah, by MSI Design. First time I've flown here, though, so I didn't really feel like picking it up necessarily. I didn't know how many flights I'm going to be doing out of this airport. Not sure. So I thought I'd go with the freeware for today. And, of course, I've forgotten to record the replay. Of course I have. God damn it, chat. Well, at least we can look at the report on Newsky, which gives us plenty of detail. Lots of cranes here in this airport. I'm hoping the stand that we've chosen has actually been built. Hugo, this is the freeware airport for Doha. It's on flightsim.to. Right. The shutdown number 2. Quite a long taxi in here. The yellow electric pump on. If no replay, then second flight. I wish I could do that. I wish I could. I think this terminal is already finished. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it looks like it's... I think our stand is somewhere along here, isn't it? Oh, looks like there's a FlyByWire here as well. Very nice. Veering off to the left here. I'm not watching what I'm doing. Right, so right here onto Delta. Lovely stuff. Get the APU bleed on just to get a bit more air conditioning going. Quite toasty in the cabin, or it's getting that way. So what standard do we say? Alpha Charlie 5. Trust this being a completely deserted airport. Trust this aircraft being parked in the only stand we chose. Oh, that's Charlie 7 actually. Charlie 5 is next to it. Okay, good. Good, good. Which vape liquid am I using? I tend to go for the disposable ones, as controversial as that may be. I usually go for like a blueberry raspberry one, or a blueberry sour raspberry, or just a blueberry or something like that. Depends what they have in the shop. But I mean, regardless, I mean, even when I used to use liquids, the blueberry one, yeah, blueberry is always a favorite of mine. Anything really with blue in it. Like blueberry sour raspberry, blueberry pomegranate. That's generally what I used to go for when I got liquids. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that flight anyway. I hope you enjoyed the landing. If you did enjoy the landing and you enjoyed the stream so far, please do consider hitting the thumbs up button. It does really help out the stream. And we're going to draw the winner of the giveaway once we have pulled up at stand here. We'll have a quick look at the flight report on Newsky, the platform we use for our virtual airline. And then we'll reveal the winner. We've got over 100 people in the giveaway so far. Right, let's get these lights off. Charlie 5. Now, this airport does come with a GSX profile as well, which is quite nice. Am I going to get straight here? Hey, not too shabby at all. Just a slight correction to the left. I'll take it. Oh, we have actually got we've got a marshaller and a VDGS. Oh, we've run out of steam. How embarrassing. Everybody on the stand now is just laughing. I wonder how often that actually happens. Aircraft running out of steam as they're coming into stand. Probably not that often, really. Probably never. We're going to run out of steam again. Don't worry, chat. We'll get there in the end. Paul, welcome to the chat. Stephen, Merry Christmas to you too. Welcome to the chat. Oh, of course I stopped short. Single engine taxi is always a bit tough. Right, okay, so APU is available and online. We'll shut down the right engine there. Let's request deboarding. Well, that's all we're going to do, actually. We'll come up top. External power is now available. We'll get that on. We'll get the APU off. Get the seatbelt signs off. Beacon light come off. Parking checklist. Parking breaker chocks set. Engines are off. Wing lights are off. Fuel pumps are off. They are now. After landing checklist complete. Lovely stuff. Welcome to Doha, guys. I mean, even though the textures are not super high detail here, I think they've done a great job with this sort of stand area. This is a freeware scenery, by the way, chat. Oh, the parking's not too bad either. Not too bad. But yeah, look at the detail. I mean, some of this is GSX granted, but yeah, it's pretty nice, I think, the detail here. And these jetways are courtesy of GSX as well. Alrighty. Lovely stuff. Very good point, Aman ATC. Yes, there is 94 people in here. Crikey, welcome everybody. And only 74 likes. We can definitely get a few more there, can't we, chats? Go on, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Right, okay, let's have a quick look at the reports, the pilot report on Newsky, and then we'll reveal the winner. So, it's a pretty good one, I think. We were a tiny bit late departing and a tiny bit late arriving, but nothing too major. We made only $4,145 there for the airline, so not particularly fruitful route in terms of revenue, but we did get a perfect 10 pilot rating, which you absolutely love to see. I think that's 3 in a row for me now, so I'll take that. And then the touchdown, we got 1.13 G, 157 feet per minute. Distance from threshold 580 meters, which is pretty good. Pretty good. A little bit on the longer side, but pretty good, I think. And then max centerline deviation of 3.21 meters. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. And then let's have a quick look down here. Yeah, pretty... No, I wouldn't really call that on the longer side. That looks pretty good to me. On centerline, just after the aiming point. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. We're still on VATSIM at the moment, yeah, but we will be disconnecting just momentarily. So who got closest then? Let's see if I can find who got closest. 157. Well, obviously MPS won with the G-Force guess. I think they're the only one to guess the G-Force there. But 157, what have we got? I think the closest is Skyfall with 147. And nicely done there, my friends. Oh, no, wait. I tell a lie. Sorry to take it away from you, Skyfall. We've got a Giogoro as well with 153. Very, very close there. Nicely done there, my friends. Nicely done. Alrighty. Yoke sensitivity. I don't use a yoke. I'm using the this guy right here, the TCA side stick, and that's the sensitivity I'm using. Feel free to pause the stream on that. Hakon says, I live in Norway. Can I still get the giveaway? Yeah, I'm going to try my best to post it wherever I can in the world. Might take a bit longer, obviously, if you're not located in the UK. But yeah, everyone is more than welcome to enter. Alrighty. Well, shall we do it then? Shall we roll the giveaway? We have got 121 people in the giveaway. Best of luck to everybody. I'm going to roll it now. It will tell you in the chat who is going to who wins. Good luck to everyone. We're rolling it now. Congratulations to Mamid. Congratulations, my friends. You've just won yourself a mini cockpit mini FCU. Congratulations. Thank you very much for being here. And thank you very much for taking part in the giveaway to Mamid and everybody else. Thank you so much. Nicely done there, Mamid. So if you could do me a favor in order to arrange delivery of the mini FCU, if you could send me a direct message on either Instagram, Facebook, or on Discord, then I will arrange that with you. So congratulations, my friends. I'm pretty sure he is in the chat, or they are in the chat, sorry. If you are not, oh maybe, oh are they not here? They were in the chat, like, I don't know, it's got to be in the last 10 minutes I've seen a message. We'll give them a few minutes to respond. We're gonna have to re-roll it if it's not here. We'll give them a couple of minutes to respond, because they have been active in the chat today. But we'll have to re-roll it we'll re-roll it when the time gets to 39. You just can't give them away, can you, Steve? You just can't. Mamid, where have you gone? Where have you gone? We were chatting earlier on about the PMDG aircraft. They've disappeared. We will re-roll it if they don't come back, chat. Don't worry. They've got 1 minute. 15 seconds, in fact. Okay. We're going to have to re-roll it. I am sorry, Mamid, if you watch this back in the future. But we do need someone to be here to claim the prize. I do need to know that you are aware that you are a winner and that you're able to correspond with me. So we're going to have to re-roll it. That's what lottery systems should take into account. You need to be in the chat to win. Yeah, it would be good if you could do that. Unfortunately, Nightbot. I mean, it does allow that to a certain degree, but not quite to that extent. Not quite to the extent that would probably be effective. Anyway, we're re-rolling. Let's go. Elad. Congratulations, my friend. Are you in the chat? I'm not going to get too carried away with it because they might not be here. Oh, they're not here either. No. Elad. 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 They're not here. Oh, no. All right. Third time lucky, guys. Is someone going to win it that is actually here in the chat? Let's go. We've got a third winner. We've got Alex Guyon. Or Alex Guyon. Are you in the chat, Alex? They're not here either. No. No. Wrong side simulations. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. What is going on, guys? We've got to get someone who's here. I might have to keep it, chat. I might have to keep the Mini FCU. What I'm going to do. Right, we're going again. Fourth time lucky. It's none other than Biggles Tintin, my friend. Are you in the chat, Biggles? Long-time supporter of the channels. He's here! Let's go! Congratulations, Biggles, my friends. Congratulations to you. You've just won yourself a Mini FCU. Fourth time lucky. The tension there. Crikey. Oh, we got there in the end. We got there in the... You don't see them, do you, Gigotties? Oh, dear. Nicely done there, Biggles. Big shout out to Biggles, one of the longest supporters of the channel. And, yeah, very happy for them to win. Nicely done there, my friends. Reroll. We're not re-rolling it again. They're here. So, Biggles, we've spoke before on Facebook, so I'll shoot you a message over there to arrange how we are going to get it out to you. Congratulations, Biggles. And thank you very much, everybody, for being here. And thank you very much, everybody who entered the giveaway. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream today. I'm sorry I don't have a replay to watch. Yeah, that's just... It seems to be a terrible habit of mine, forgetting to press record. But guys, if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. This is going to be the end of the stream. If you don't, then have a fantastic holiday period. Whatever you're doing, and have a fantastic new year. If I don't see you again, I will probably be live again before the new year. But everybody, take care of yourself. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.